Rodents home. Peek here of our finished bathroom. We've got this nice little separated water closet, toilet room. And of course you want the toilet right in the middle. You know, there's not enough room that this could move too far either to the left or right. So the problem and the challenge here was that pipe that all the waste goes down, that goes right down the middle of the toilet. And it just so happened that there was a floor joist right in the exact middle of the room. And so, of course, you can't run waste pipe straight through a floor joist. So let's go back in time and I'm going to show you how I made this work. You can see the nail where the nails are right here is pretty much down the middle. So I think it's going to be easier to pull up the subfloor here. You can see this already has a cut here. There's actually two layers. You can see here, you know, there's one layer and then there's another layer under it. So I don't know what the story is with that either. But I think it's going to be easier to go through the subfloor than to go through, then go up from the garage through the drywall. I think it'll just be easier to put subfloor back down than to redo the drywall. You know, I don't really think people should be afraid of opening drywall when needed, but in this case, I think it's easier to repair the subfloor. So I'm going to have to take this up and I'm going to have to cut the 2x8 that's running this way here and then put in some supports that go across. And I think that'll be perfectly fine for this little span here. And then with the fact that the joist on this side is already doubled up and then that side is sitting on a wall, I don't see any problems with that. All right, so I think first of all, I'm gonna take the closet organizers, I don't know if you can even call it that, these little storage racks out of here and get that out of the way so that I can have some headroom to work in here and pull up this subfloor. Right now it looks like I can, I mean the nice thing is I can pull up at least this first layer without making any cuts or going too far into the room. I can kind of just open up what I need to right here. So that is good. And then we'll see about the second layer if I can get it out in one piece or if I'm gonna have to make any cuts. All right, I got the shelves out of the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up the subfloor and see what we're working with. Got some interesting findings in the floor cavity here. Any guesses? Let's go get a good look. Must be some rodent's home. Looks kind of like a bird nest. I did catch a mouse in our pantry last year. I wonder if it was living here or if that was a different one. Here, what we got here is this is the panel right under here, and all these cut wires. It probably looks weird, but you can see all those wires that have been cut there. That's from when we were remodeling our kitchen and stuff. I cut a bunch of the old electrical and shoved that up into the wall. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get all of this cleaned up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off the other half of the subfloor, but this is pretty much what I need to reframe it and get the toilet flange in here. So where the existing joist here, there's actually a double joist here for supporting this wall, and where that is like flush with this 2x4, so it's actually like under here. So I don't really have a way to fit when I put the subfloor back, I don't really have a way to fit it in there and actually get support from the joist. So what I'm gonna do is put another piece of 2x8 right there. Like, first of all, install that there. Then when I cut this out, then I'm going to put a couple of pieces going this way, and all of that together will replace, you know, having this here. I'm going to try to make that piece that I'm adding here a little bit longer than the hole, so that it'll, well, I guess it really doesn't matter. I was thinking it could give some extra support to these boards. Yeah, I will try to make it a little bit longer just to have something that holds the two pieces of subfloor together. And the nice thing here with 2 layers of subfloor is even if there's kind of an unsupported seam right here, then if I put one big piece back on top, it'll still be solid. It won't have like a discontinuity there. Assuming you don't put a seam in the same place on the top layer. So 12 inches to the center of the flange. I'm going to cut the hole for the toilet pipe that's going to go down through the floor. And I've got this drywall hole saw that's adjustable, so for every 1/4 inch size of hole, there's a different set of little holes here that you can put the little peg into, and so you can do any size of hole from 2.5 inches to 6 3/4. So I've got this on 6 inches right now, so that I can get the 4-inch elbow. The 4-inch elbow is about 5 3/4, so this will be just barely bigger than that. And it has this plastic piece that will help keep the dust down. So after how much dust it made doing that 2-inch hole, this is pretty necessary. These adjustable drywall hole saw things really suck. I mean, if you're on a budget and you need 2 or 3 different sizes of holes, then it's a lot more affordable than getting 6-inch hole saws for 50 bucks a pop or whatever they are, but it's not a clean hole at all. A very sucky process. It's silly that I tried so hard to get it centered in the right place, and then this is all over the place. But anyway, the key thing here is, alright, when this is coming down, I wanted to make sure this electrical panel was going to clear it, and yeah, it looks like there will be no problem there. Made a couple of lines there right on the center of the room, so that if I'm doing the plumbing from underneath, I have a reference of exactly where it needs to be. And it's also pretty much centered right in between these. This face is, well, just under 9 inches. This one's a little under 15 inches. It's supposed to be 9 and 15, so then the middle would be around 12 inches. So we're pretty close, maybe off by 1/16 or so. Anyway, that should work.